Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord.
Oh
Tide
my.
ho. Wait a minute. Oh Lord.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
How's everything? What's going on?
Everything is going fabulous over here, dear.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Same here actually. I just finished up some classes and I had fun with that. The classes were fun and I'm done now. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited. I'm ecstatic.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we get into anything,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm Tide Ho here,
Mrs. O'Lord.
and this is the TL show.
How's it going? What's up with you? What's going on with you?
Nothing too much, really. Just relaxing, trying to go through this pandemic that we have going on. And, when you're an essential worker,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
know
that's true.
the food, I didn't even know what the hell essential worker was until I found out
Until
I
they
was one.
decided. Until they decided for you.
I know. I was like, well, am I one? You sure? I guess, or whatever case may be. So, it's been really pretty much cool. Like I said, been keeping safe, making sure
Mhm.
that I wear my face mask, sanitizer, and everything. You guys still be safe out here.
Yes.
We have to relate. I know
Practice
y'all tired of hearing
social
about it, but we still
distancing.
have to say it to be safe out here. For by you keeping yourself safe, you're keeping others safe. So you need to remind yourself that you're doing everyone a service when you're doing
Right.
that. So
Especially now, like it's like you we're in this place where they're like, oh, everything's opened up now. So it's done. And it's like it's not done.
absolutely,
We
it's
haven't
not.
finished. We're still dealing
And
with it.
yeah, because I just recently visited my parents today, and I didn't really want to visit them in the beginning due to this. So and I was like, I gotta see them, and I did, and all that. So it was great, but that's how serious it's been for a lot of people that they can't even visit their family. My parents are very up in age, so yeah, my mom's turning 60 this year, and my dad's like 62 or 60. He's 62. He's 62. I know he's
Okay.
62. So, yeah, he's at that age, and like I said, you definitely want to be safe and careful. And he's still working, and my mom's still working, so they've been taking a proper protocol of being safe and stuff like that. So
That's
we just
good.
want everyone to be safe, and we want our parents here, our grandparents here, and we want to keep them safe and everything. So just keep it good. So I think that's the only thing I've really been going through this moment since the last time we spoke. So yeah, everything's been going pretty well. So, how about you, oh Lord?
I'm doing pretty good. Just
Hmm.
like I said, just school stuff, been gaming a lot, hanging with my family, and we're trying to be a little bit more productive. And I've been getting back into my little thing of you remember how I was really into mixing drinks and making drinks and stuff like that. I've been getting back into that a lot now. But I'm
And
trying
we
not to drink
got
too
fixed
much.
before we got on this thing.
Yeah, we did. We both did. But
Well,
I'm
can
trying
we
not to
talk
drink
about
too
how?
much, like not drink too much, but I'm there. I'm
Mhm.
drinking a little bit more, but not too much. I'm trying to keep it even basically.
Well, can we talk about how you're about to almost graduate and get your degree in psychology?
Right?
I'm so excited. I'm very proud of you. It's been a long time
It
coming.
is.
It
It
has been
has.
a long time coming. So
It
I'm very
has.
excited. And actually, you would have had it. I think you had took a semester off, if I'm not
A couple
mistaken.
actually. I took two. I took two.
You took two. I'm just so excited. You work so
Yeah.
hard. So I'm so happy. So I know whenever you get that diploma, girl,
Wig.
you already know. We'll tell y'all what happened.
Wig. We will. We will. We
But
we more than likely will.
so happy for you. I'm
I
so
am
happy,
too. I'm
and I'm very, very
excited. I
proud of
can't
you.
wait.
And yeah, I know you are. You should be. You should be, and I know you are. And I'm so proud. I'm so
Same.
proud. or whatever. And I think the one thing, especially when I met, oh Lord, because you know when you're friends with a person that is a shrink, you really think that they're going to shrink you. I don't know. I
Hmm.
was like, oh, is he going to do that? But never felt that. Never felt like, you know. I always felt as it was a strong friendship, and then definitely, you're talking to me as a regular person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I mean, the thing is, I think the thing with a lot of people, they do have that where they're like, "Oh, you're gonna psychoanalyze me," and it's like nobody does. Like, you don't want to do that to your friends because that's kind of, well. First of all, it's disrespectful to do that, and then second,
absolutely,
it's like you don't want to be in work mode with friends. You want to kind of de-stress from work mode to be with your friends and be like, you know what, this is what this is, and you know, like try to give advice, but like give advice in a non-professional setup. You know?
absolutely. And I think that was one thing. I don't know. I don't. I think I just noticed. I'm like, I don't think he's ever shrinked me. And I think, you know, I'm very strong when someone's trying to do things. If I would say, but
Yeah.
I never felt that way with you. And again, like I say, I'm so happy and excited for you. And I can't wait to be there when you walk across the stage. We might drop it
Uh-huh.
like I'll drop it like it's hot for you. Don't worry.
Wait, you're gonna have to. I'll do it later.
Trust and believe. It's gonna be a full jam pack day. Okay. And if we're gonna do the family day, which I'm quite sure that's what it's gonna be that day, definitely the next day we're gonna have to definitely do
Oh,
something.
we will.
So I'm
Absolutely.
so excited. I'm so
And
excited.
I too. I'm ready. I'm just, it's getting to a place where I'm like, oh, this is fun. This is nice. I'm getting better at it and getting back into the swing of it. Because I did
Hmm.
start getting to a place where it was just like having education fatigue, where I'm just like, I'm so tired. I'm just ready for it to be over, and I'm just bored with it and this and that. And it's just like I'm getting kind of back to where I'm like, I'm ready for this. I'm good now. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be
You
good.
have learned a lot. We talked about a lot of things, and I thought
Oh, we
you
have.
definitely brought it on up, and it was like so many things. I was like, you know, you're how much you're taking in, how much you're learning in your profession that you're going to take
Yeah.
walk upon, and I don't know. I just feel like it's great to see the process
Yeah.
in the making. So I'm very
And you know
proud of
what's
you.
awesome too is just like that in the process of like, where sometimes I'll be like, I don't know how to feel about this, or I don't know this and now that, and it's like you've been there every step with that. And then
Hmm.
it's just like it'll be sometimes where I'll be like, hey, this is something I learned, and you'll put in a perspective that I wouldn't have thought about.
Hmm.
And I like that's it's been kind of like one of those, but not to say that I stole from him and I used his
Absolutely,
answers,
girl.
you
Come
know.
on, absolutely not. Come on,
But
hello.
it's one of those things where it's just
Oh,
like,
I'm gonna be there. No way.
like it's just one of those where it's just like sometimes I'll be like, hey, this is something I learned. Let's, like bringing it up to you. You could be like, I never thought about that. And we just kind of talk and all that. So I'm happy
We
about that
definitely
too.
piggyback on each other. And I think
Yeah, oh, we do.
that's what a friendship.
That is, yeah. I don't know. It's so interesting because it's like I never thought I would have that as a
Mhm,
friendship where I'm just like, ooh, this and this, or like that kind of thing where like we kind of have this thing of like we bully each other a little bit, like slight bullying. It's just a little bit of
yeah,
bullying,
okay, just a little bit.
and it's just like there's no. I don't take offense to it because I know where you're coming from, and I know you're joking, and I know this is where we're at with it. Just like
Mhm.
when I bully you, which I rarely do that because I'm an Android user. We don't believe in bullying. We believe
Uh,
in caring about the people.
that's a lie.
Y'all bully all the time, girl.
That's a
If
lie. Them
can we,
Android
okay, but
users do
let's
things.
point this. Let me point this out. Let me point this out. Every girl on all of these reality shows
Mhm.
has an iPhone. I'm just saying.
Girl, girl, that's for production. Production has the phone. They actually own an Android. I just want you to
Oh
know.
no 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 no
Wig.
no no no. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. It's just in school gaming. Being dating again, but not
Ah,
physical.
so
I'm
oh
social
yeah.
distancing in that area right
Absolutely.
now.
She has, I'm an old school whore. So that's what my name.
Okay.
I'm like,
Well, I
girl,
mean,
go
you do
get it
have
with
an
a
iPhone.
mask.
Well, you do have an iPhone, so there's that too. It's the iPhone way.
Okay, what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna bring up my phone, honey, girl. Don't do it. I'm like, girl, just go over there with a mask. Oh, you got that video? Did I send you that picture that uh who was it? Was it OMG when whatever sent me of the person that was in the whole bodysuit and just had the ass out. That's where we're at.
Oh yeah, I would
That
wear
is
that.
where we're
To
at.
be honest with you, I would wear that. But
'Cause I
no, you know
got
what?
'em.
I think the thing is with me, with I probably wouldn't wear leather or like latex because I sweat, so I know that's probably gonna be very uncomfortable after a while. So
But
we'll
don't you
see.
like that little bodysuit, that black bodies? I don't know why that is so sexy to me. That
That's
black
fun.
bodysuit.
You're talking about the American Horror Stories bodysuit from season
Girl,
one?
it is something about that suit that makes me just want to be surrender. That just makes me want to say, okay, you know what? It's over. You can have it. It's something
Wig,
about that bodysuit, girl. I don't know
wig.
what it is.
I don't know. It's just fun. I think that's the thing. It's
Mhm.
just one of those. It's like mysterious. It's just
It's
interesting.
it's that
So
girl. That's what it is.
yeah,
It's low key that girl. That's what it is, girl.
true. True, 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 true. So, you guys, speaking of video games, speaking of being that girl, today's podcast, we're going to do something light again. We've been trying to, I think we're going to build up to streaming, but I didn't get a chance to really full on look into it. And we both
We
have been
got a
very
lot
busy
going. We
with,
got a
with
lot
like
going
life.
on.
Yeah, so we've been both very busy.
Yeah,
So I want to get into streaming. We want to get into streaming really. So
absolutely.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into that, but right now we're gonna try to keep it light until we full on know what we're doing and
Hmm.
making sure that it comes out professional sounding and looking for you guys. So that's our plan. That is our plan. And that is how we're gonna work and our process and all that. So but we're excited. But
Absolutely.
today's little light episode, we're going to just basically I'm going to show a bunch of trailers for some games. Xbox One has that thing, the Game Pass, where they like let you borrow a game for free and you keep it until you finish it or keep it for however long you want to and then return the game on the it's on there. It's kind of like let's see, it's a digital game. You borrow it, play it
Mhm.
until you finish it or however long and then return it. And that's the thing. So it's like Game Pass is updating to add 3 games. It's actually let me see, it's actually 2 games that I sent you that are Game Pass games.
Mhm.
Wait, how many things did I send you, 4 or 3?
You sent me. Hmm. You sent me four. I think it was four. Right now I'm not able to pull it up because when we had updated the thing, it
It
went away. So I
got
only
rid of
got
them.
one. Yeah, I couldn't get all four of them, which is crazy, but it's whatever.
No, it's okay. Okay,
I'm gonna see
I
if
see one.
yeah, it's one, but I'm about to see if I can send it to myself real quick. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I got one of them you bought. You gave me one of them. You sent back to me. So
Yeah,
okay,
I'm about
it's
to see
cool.
if it's gonna turn on this. So we'll get it together. Why is it not responding?
Yeah, we'll get it.
No.
I think I see 4 on my side, so that's why I'm trying to make sure that
You see
this
four on
is.
your side?
I think I do. I think I sent you 3. I sent
Yeah.
you 3
Okay, so okay, I'm trying to find out why I don't see it. Okay, so let me get into my messages. So
on here.
no, it's my boyfriend's
Yeah, gotcha.
computer, and I have to send it through myself, and then I can be able to send it to myself or
Okay.
whatever. Yeah, it's
Well, I'm
weird.
finna send you one right quick.
Let me see if it's
I'm gonna
all
send you
here.
the other 2.
No, it's all here. I have it here. I just have to
You
send it to
found them?
myself. Yeah, yeah, I have to send it to my
You have
boyfriend.
all 3? You have all 3, right?
Yeah, I have all three. I had to send it to my
Okay, good, good, good.
boyfriend. So
Okay.
cool. So
All
I got
right. All right. So we have 3 little videos. 2 of them are going to
oh
be
shoot.
updates. Hmm?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
2 of them are going to be updates for Xbox One Game Pass. So there'll be free games, and then one is going to be a new PlayStation VR game that we're going to get a chance to try and look into. And I think I'm going to more than likely probably get into that because I want to get something different PlayStation VR wise. I want to kind of try a new game basically in VR. So I'm excited. So it's these 3, and then there's going to be a surprise one that I have that I'm going to send you. in the end. But also, before we get into these three games, girl, let's can we talk about Ragnaron,
Ragnarok.
Milan, Christopher?
Oh, girl, I almost forgot. I almost forgot, girl. Wait a minute. What is going on with me? Okay, well, before we get into that, can we just take a quick break and
Sure.
we'll just be right back?
All right, that's fine. We'll be back, you guys.
All right.
All right.
Hey guys, we're back.
We're back. How's it going?
Everything is going fine. So we have a quick review.
Oh, yes. We absolutely do.
It was an unexpected one, actually. I actually thought this video had came out. I thought the show came out like recently, but apparently it was like what, a year ago or so.
It was last year, I think. I want to say last year.
Because that's when the which one came out, or did it came out 2 years later?
It
It
came
was
out, I think it came out last year, 2019. I want to say 2019 is when it came out.
okay. It's about Milan's Christopher. If you guys don't know who he is, or whatever case may be, you know he's this black gay celebrity who is fine, by the way. He's really really
But
fine.
a lot.
And,
But a
huh?
lot.
He, you said he's a
A
lot
lot.
fine.
He has a lot going on as a
He
personality.
does. I feel like he has a. I think he's. I feel like he's a decent
Hmm.
person, but you know, for us the stuff that I've been seeing him saying, stuff that you told me that he said back in the past, it's just not
I think it
just.
reminds me of like when Amber Rose first started really talking and people was like, "Oh,
Yeah, you know, you can just say
you
you
could have
can
just
wave.
been
You don't have to say
gorgeous. You could have just
hello
been
per se.
gorgeous. You could have just been gorgeous and quiet." And
Absolutely. But you know, first time I was introduced to him was on, of course, Love and Hip Hop.
oh yeah.
Which I know I watched that season to the end actually, and usually I don't
Oh,
really watch a lot of reality shows to the end all the time unless it's really really juicy, and that's when I was introduced to him, and I was really really digging him. And you know the point is, it was good to see. And I remember my sister the whole time like, God damn, why he got to be gay? I was like, he for us,
wig.
he's
And
for
now,
us. We
girl,
have
we see this
we
personality, girl.
huh.
And now we see this
Well,
personality. And it's like,
for his personality, it was great on the show. I was raising flags where the point where he was dating someone. Well, clearly we knew this was a storyline or whatever the case may be. And I was like, why are
yeah.
you dating a person that is dating someone else or whatever the case may be? It's like I don't want to
And
be
then
in
you're
that
like,
kind of
let's keep
situation.
it a secret. You're on television. How does that work?
Exactly. And it just looked it real bad. So
Yeah.
you know, me being introduced, but like I said, other things he done, I really enjoyed that or whatever case of me. But I don't know, I just feel like he just sometime in La La Land. Oh, would you like to give the name for the comic book and the movie? I mean the
Oh
show.
yeah, it is a comic book. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I
It is
forgot.
because he said he was
It's
the first person that made the first gay.
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
technically, no, he's not the first gay comic book create character.
Oh, I didn't say he
You
was,
know,
but that's what
well,
he's.
that's what he said.
Okay. Let's get that correct.
Yes, let's make sure. But yeah, he it's called Ragnaron,
Hmm.
and yeah, it's a comic book basically that he created because he's allegedly really into comic books. I don't
Now,
feel
why
like
you say allegedly?
personally.
What is up with you comic book people questioning people that said they like comic books?
I don't personally feel like he was really fully invested in comic books. I think, to be truly honest with you, it was more so him doing something that was, I'm doing the first. That's what it felt like. That's what it kind of feels like. It
Hmm.
feels like I'm the first. And it's like, like with being, it's kind of like with Soldier Boy and the game system. It feels like you didn't
Girl.
really fully invest in making something that was good. You just, oh, I'm the first to do it, but you didn't do anything groundbreaking or good.
That was a train wreck. We just seen just like I don't know how far he thought he was gonna go with that and all that. But they had something that came out when he was doing this thing or whatever case may. I think they say a bunch of people was using some kind of system or something so they can purchase the games, but at the same time it was fraud, so it wasn't even him
You talking about
getting
Soldier
the
Boys?
yeah. It was something that they
It.
were using like some fake cards or something like that. I think the gamers
Mhm.
had got together and they was purchasing his merchandise with fake cards and stuff like that that they didn't even have money on it. So basically, when it came back, it was fraud. So basically, he didn't even
Oh.
get any of the money.
Oh, I didn't
So
know about that.
yeah, it
That
did
I did
came
not
up.
know
I would have
about.
to find that video. So this is all alleged, guys. But
Yeah, it's
it's
alleged.
all
You know.
alleged. Everything we're going to be talking about is allegedly. Besides me
Yes.
having a superior phone, that's facts.
Oh no,
Um,
girl. Yeah, I do have
it's
a superior
facts.
phone. Thank you. I'm glad
The
you.
wig
I'm
is
glad
on
you
too.
acknowledged.
Facts.
I'm glad you acknowledged
It's
that
fact.
I
Oh,
do.
whatever. Okay,
That I do.
whatever.
All right.
Uh, so I think that was a way that they had got him together. So I think it was the gamers that had got together and did that. And like I said, my point is we want to support our people. I do believe in supporting our people at the end of the day. But it's like come correct. You know what I'm saying? Have quality and have creativity. Because I feel like with black people, we're already original as it is. We don't have to try hard, but one thing we don't need to do is take from someone original thought or whatever case.
Right.
Let's not take someone else concept or whatever case. And same thing with Milan Christopher saying that he was the first kid. I think the point is you need to first do your research because I didn't even believe that for a second. I was like, I think that I've heard that. I'm not into comic books as much as oh Lord, but I've heard situations where he told me about gay characters. And actually I
Yeah.
have read books. What was that one where they had I think it was like the television heads or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that is oh, I know. Saga. Saga. The
Yeah,
one I was telling you
that.
about with a lot of nudity in it too.
Oh, and I enjoyed it. That nudity. So,
It's so random, but it's.
but that's all. I remember reading that book, and it was some of that probably in there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I've heard things. So it's again what you were saying about being the first, and it's like we don't need to be the first. Let's create art.
Yeah.
Let's stop making this be about the first. Because it's a lot of situation where, even when Halle Berry won the Oscar, whatever case may be, and it was like, oh, Halle Berry is the first person that was black that won the Oscar. I mean,
Yeah.
but I think we had someone else that had won it, or whatever
I
case
think
may
she was
be.
the first to win the one that she won. She was the first to win
Okay,
what
yeah,
she
the
won.
first leading
Leading actress. Yeah.
leading actor, and I feel like no, she was the first, and Whoopi Goldberg won one before her. So it's just
What
like
Whoopi Goldberg, the one she won was supporting.
was supporting, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, they made that a thing until a lot of times people had to be corrected
Yeah.
in that moment because that was a big thing for her. So it's just like come on, maybe so you may be the first gay creator that probably made one maybe. I
Yeah.
doubt that, but okay.
I think the
But
thing
why
is,
would
it
it be
was
the
more so
first?
like she's the first because she was the first leading, versus like everybody else who's won it as a black woman has been supporting. And so that's why it was a
Mm,
big deal. It's just like with Denzel Washington when he won because he was the leading character. It was the star. He was the star. And so that's why
mm,
him and Halle Berry became a big deal because it's like they weren't supporting characters, they weren't the background characters winning, they were the star of the movie and they won
mhm.
based off being the
Yeah.
star of the movie. So that's why it's like that's a
Mhm.
big deal. And yeah, we do like when we talk about first, I think the thing is it's important, like you said, to recognize the true first of that situation. But also it's important
Absolutely.
that you put the effort into it being about the work ethic and about being an actual thing and making sure that it
Mhm.
looks good and it's presented well and this and that. Like, worry about that first. Don't worry about
Yeah.
being the first. Worry about, I created something that I'm really excited about, that I'm really proud of, that's an amazing piece of work that I really want to get it off the ground. I really want to get it to a place where people are going to be just like into this. And so
Mm-hmm.
to me, I felt like I didn't like it because it felt like it was like you said, it's more about being first than it was about actually creating something fun and good and positive that you are into.
He just probably wanted controversy and something to go viral. It's kind
Yeah.
of like what we were saying off the come up, you guys. And yes, we have been watching the come up.
Yeah, we have.
We've been watching.
We've
We
been
just
watching
haven't been
that
doing
and
reviews.
Chasing Dallas. We've been watching those. I would say
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get into like talking about them, but I feel like I don't know. I'm back to. I think I prefer it being one of those things where we just do it just to do it. And if we decide to get into talking about it, that'll be something we do
You know
later.
what we waiting on? We waiting on that chasing
Yeah,
Dallas. I mean
yeah, you're
chasing
right. You're
Atlanta
right.
to
You're
come
right.
around.
You're
And
right.
I
You're
think
right.
we owe you status some love
I'm
too as
still waiting
well.
on G
I
status
think.
too. Like that's I'm excited to see that.
Think it'll come out around the same. You don't think it's gonna come around the same time? If it comes around the same time Atlanta
Hmm.
does, and what I really want us to do is like instead of us doing an episode every time an episode, I'd rather do a whole. I'd rather wait for the season is over with, or we can do halfway through
We could do that.
and then do an episode, and then because then we have more content, and I don't like to repeat myself over and over
Yeah.
again with certain stuff like that. So we'll try to bring that for you guys. But those are our babies. Definitely chasing Atlanta. I think that's the first uh show that got us into the web series of the gay community. So I was very excited about doing that. And G status, I don't know, it snuck up on us. It snuck up on us or
Yes.
whatever the case. You actually introduced that actually.
No, you did, didn't you?
No, I think it was you.
Huh. Somebody did.
Because I think we was looking at different
Oh, you know what?
ones,
It probably
and
was.
we were
It
together.
probably was. It probably
Hmm.
was.
It was us together,
Yeah. That
actually.
makes
So,
sense.
but back to Milan. I'm sorry, you guys. We're so
Yeah,
off
we're
of
just a
that.
lot has been going on as we were on our little break. It was very quick, very brief. We picked up some
hmm
food and we was eating, talking.
Oh, I had, baby. They got this seafood place in our city. Oh, it's good. I have to take Oh Lord here. Anybody that comes over here, it is so good. My boyfriend wants another one. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna have to make sure we get another meal later on this week." And I was like, "Oh, I thought we was gonna do it next one."
Well,
This is a
listen.
lot.
I mean, y'all finished it quickly.
Oh yes, he finished it before me, and that's shocking. I used to finish my food way before him. That's why he came in and was like, "Oh, you finished?" I'm so shocked that you're not finished yet. I'm sorry. He's like, "You're not finished." I was like, "Mm-mm. I'm trying to savor the flavor this time, if you know what I mean."
Wig.
Mm. But we're gonna come up more with you guys with the Chase and Reality and the
Yeah, I
Gemini
love
series
reality
and stuff
shows.
like
We're gonna be getting into that.
that.
But
Mhm.
right now we're kinda I don't know, I feel like we're kinda getting into this gaming thing for some reason. It's just like we just feel it.
Absolutely.
So I
Okay,
think we're
let's
gonna
make
keep
it
going.
quick with Milan Christopher. Like I said, he's not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
that
yeah,
had made
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We were supposed to talk about the show that he made because he made
Well,
one episode, and I had
well, one episode.
purchased one episode. I thought it was more,
Yeah, we
but
did. We was
I
hoping.
purchased Amazon Prime to see it, and it was only one episode. I was so mad about it. So, how did you feel about the episode? Real quick, we're gonna do less than 5 minutes on this.
Um, it was a mess. That's it. It was a mess.
Yes,
A mess.
we would definitely say the characters that were around him was more interesting
Oh yeah, like
than
especially
him.
his friends. His friends were the
They
most
were hot
interesting
too. They
people
were hot
in
too.
that.
They were hot
Yeah.
too.
Which by the let's we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it was one of those where it was just like, yeah, interesting. They were very interesting, but we'll see where it goes if it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, nothing else to add to
huh?
it. Yeah, nothing else to add to it.
No, I can't think of nothing. I just it was just very interesting to see it. It was like,
They
okay,
had I think his name is Hosea, if I'm not mistaken. He was on Big Brother, so it was good to see him or whatever.
yeah,
Even though I don't really care for him too much on Big Brother, but he's still good to look at, or whatever case
okay,
may be.
I can agree with that. There's
Um,
always that. The one that I was telling you about, the black guy, I've always seen him a lot, and I did not know I was like, he's doing a lot of stuff with us. I'm like, maybe he's one of us, or
Family.
maybe he's dealing with his audience because
He family.
his audience is
I'm so sick of it. Look, family.
okay, weird. The
Family.
Trevor Bell, and
That
then
don't
I
mean he
saw
got a big
Lola
game. He family.
Monroe. I saw Lola Monroe, and I was like, wow. But then he did a song with Lola Monroe. The one "Is He Mad or Not?" That song, I remember that. I didn't like it.
Girl,
He's not
we.
a. I don't know. It's like I don't. I'm not a big Milan Christopher fan on anything that he's done so far, outside of
Mm-hmm.
maybe those pictures. That's really it, and maybe Love and Hip Hop. That's it.
Yeah. I think he's I think you can see the desperation of him wanting to be really famous
Yeah.
or whatever case may be. And I don't know, I just it's just something like you said, it's something about him just it's like be yourself. Like you don't have to be more than what people is asking you to be. Just be yourself. Because people
Right.
asking a lot from you. And not necessarily need that you need to give that. Or whatever.
Right.
Like people want a lot of things. Like kind of like what Rihanna said, like even with her relationship, it was like a lot of people want to know a lot of things. Like they're very interested in a lot of things, but it shouldn't
That don't
matter.
mean that they gonna know
Yeah. And it's kind of like her being herself, putting her stuff into the art. And I feel like, what a lot of these celebrities they do is they put too much of their opinions out on everything. And it's like, girl, that's not always needed when it's called for all the time. Sometimes, you gotta, radio it in when you feel like it's needed or whatever case may be. So I don't know. I think it's sad to see. And I really think he's a very good looking guy, but you know what? Looks don't always matter, personality is the top key. But when I look at him, I pretend that I don't know the bullshit that he does. Oh, girl, he
weird.
didn't do that. I can watch this. He didn't do this.
Weird.
Okay, you guys. Today's topic is about video games, and I think Laura was bringing it up of the ones that he's going to introduce me to.
Hmm.
I have no idea,
Okay,
but I have the
so
links.
two of them I said are going to be on Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
and two of them are at PlayStation games, PlayStation exclusives. And then there's a fourth one. There's a fifth one, girl, a fifth one
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to introduce you to. That I want to kind of get your raw review, your raw feelings about. So we're going to watch these different trailers and kind of give our personal opinions and say how we
Mm-hmm.
feel, what we think, do they look interesting, all that. So we're gonna try to keep it brief, but we never know. We'll try to keep it brief, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, just give us a second and let us look at the videos.
All right, you guys. We'll be right back.
This is not really a break, you guys.
Yeah, it's just a something. It's just a little something, something, something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. We'll be back. Hey guys.
We're back.
Yes, we just watched Days with a Z instead of an S at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think? Let me go ahead and get your opinion.
Um, I don't think they gave me too much to have an opinion on. I mean, clearly, I know this is going to be probably like a zombie game. That's
Mm-hmm.
not really getting. And apparently, something very bad happened where it's not a lot of people around. It's going to be centered around this girl or whatever case may be. I think it just didn't give me that much
Mm-hmm.
per se, and I wish it probably would have. But I feel like I'm playing a game like that already. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
With
I
it,
think
and it kind of has the same name if you think about it. It just doesn't have gone.
yeah. So I'm really interested to see how it goes. I'm upset that it's not on the PlayStation.
Well, sometimes they gotta have the exclusives, girl.
You're weak, and I think
Weird.
that's a great thing for you because you own the PlayStation. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox.
You got girl. I know what you mean. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do, and so I'm excited. I'll see if I download it because I'm already playing a zombie game on my Xbox. called
Mhm.
State of Decay, and so it's
Mhm.
kind of just like I don't want to be playing too many different of the same kind of games at the same time. So I want to finish that one first, then get into this one. But it's like I have
Absolutely.
so much going on games wise, so we'll see, girl.
We have a lot. We have a
Yeah.
lot of games that we need to finish, and I think we've been very
Yes.
hard on each other to make sure that we finish them.
I'm trying. We are both trying
It
so
hasn't
hard
been easy,
because it's
guys.
like
These they make these games big.
whatever whoever said that thing about gamers where you're always like, "Ooh, I need to get the new game," and you get another game, and then next thing you know, you have 15 different games that you just have sitting waiting for you to play, and you're still trying to finish one.
Mhm.
This is that.
Absolutely. I'm at a standstill since I got the PlayStation because I've been buying like a lot of
You
games.
have.
So I'm at the point where I'm just like, look, I don't be need to be buying no more unless I know I'm going to be for sure
Well, that's the thing. It's
playing.
even that where you're just like, I am absolutely going to play this game right this second, and then you're like, but let me finish this other game first.
Well, my point is with PlayStation is because I've owned a PlayStation before, but PlayStation have advances PlayStation 2, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm at a point where if I'm not familiar with the game, I'm just not gonna
Yeah.
do it. It's like with the Switch. Any games that I'm familiar with, I play
Yeah.
because I know what's going on. I know how it operates. So again, if it's something that I know for sure that I'm familiar with, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it or whatever. So I would say that would be the difference. That's the only games I think I would get or whatever case may be.
Okay,
So,
shot. I get that.
but you never know. Might not because I did got Kakarot, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You guys that came out this year actually,
I
right?
think so. Yeah. Yeah. It did. It did.
Either it was this year or late last year, but it was
It was
felt like
soon.
this year.
Very soon.
And honey is so much into that game. It's like I have to be emotionally equipped to play the game at the moment. And
Yeah, it's one of
yeah,
those girls.
I
She's one of
thought I was gonna be
those.
playing
She
it.
was one of those. She's one of
So,
those.
so what did you feel about the system itself?
About that?
The game, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, the game.
I fully agree. Fully agree in that it's one of those like I'm already playing something similar to it. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to
Mm,
add another this on my plate right this
absolutely.
second when I'm
Hmm.
still trying to finish the other one that I already have, you know? So it's one of those where
Absolutely.
I'm just like, I'll play it and I'll get into it and I'm interested. And it looks fun, it looks cute, it looks great, but I'll finish what I have first, then get back to
Hmm.
you on that and decide if I want to play this. But it'll be one of those games that's like Xbox is adding it to Xbox Game Pass for free. So I'll be able to get it for free if I want to. But we'll see. Girl, we'll see. She'll be there in the
Hmm.
back burner. We'll see where we go with that, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's that one. That one. It looks cute, like we said. We both agree it's a cute looking game. It's just
Hmm.
it's a lot. Like it's a lot of expectations when it comes to games and stuff. So it's like it's a lot of
Yeah.
work you have to put into that, basically.
Absolutely. I just want to bring up one thing because I think the point is what we're saying about why we can't get through some of these games is because they have such a big run. I think the point with
Yeah.
games, you want to make sure, in a sense, that you're having fun. You don't want to be in a situation where it's a chore or it's something that I have to do.
Hmm.
You want to be a fun thing, a escape. You just want to get on and play and you want to enjoy it. So, not all the time you're going to always get that feeling. So that's why you get so many different games because, of course, you want to, whatever, just you're in the mood for. Well, I want to play something. You know, with strategy or whatever. And I love games that with strategy or games that have a storyline or, something like that. Or, you're going to always play the quick games. I have a bunch of quick games. I try to make sure I keep them on my
Right.
system because I like quick play. And this is when you take a break or whatever case might be, when you take a break between one of those hard games, you're
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
let me play a
Sometimes you
big
want to
quick
just be
play,
like,
huh?
I'm gonna play it. Yeah, you just want to be like, sometimes you don't just like, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for a little bit and come back to
Mm-hmm.
you. I will be back. It just won't be anytime soon. But
You
it'll
want to get
happen.
back to
Don't
it?
worry.
But they
Don't
do
worry.
have the one game, and I think everyone has that. What you gonna be playing? You ain't gonna stop playing. And not saying that these other games
Yeah.
aren't good,
I was the same with
but it's that.
but it's that one. It's just that one. This I was the same way with Kingdom Hearts. I was like, I'll play it. As soon as I get it, I'm playing it, and I played it as soon as I got a chance to
Mhm.
play it. And I told myself first, I want to finish another game first. If I can do that, I will play Kingdom Hearts 3. And I did. I made sure that I finished the other game so I could play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I did it. And here we, excuse me, here we go.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna get into the next game, and we're gonna give you our thoughts and opinions on the trailer.
Which is The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinner.
Hmm.
All
I guess
right, you
I'll be.
guys. We'll be back.
I
Hmm?
guess I'll be a sinner.
Well, that wig, yeah,
Oh, it's
definitely.
yours.
Oh no, girl, you
Wait.
would never borrow. You
It's
would
just be
never
so
do
funny because I
that.
be saying, "Oh, my siblings
Right, you
wig."
guys.
But wait, what? You don't know
I
what
do too.
wig means
I do. I
after
do.
all this time?
I say it on accident every once
Wig.
in a while. How are y'all doing?
They miss us, girl. You know.
True, 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 true. So, okay, let's just be honest. We're both already on one accord that
Yeah,
we
we
both are
are.
interested
As a
in this
person that
game.
I don't own a VR or whatever the case may be, so I'm very
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see this. And of course, it's in my city, New Orleans. Hello, hello.
Wig. But it looks fun. It looks so much like it looks like a lot of fun. I like the concept of it. It kind of reminds me of I have a game that came with the
Mm-hmm.
VR. It's called Blood and Truth. It kind of reminds me of that kind of setup because that's like it's like a story and a game at the same time, and it's like you're playing the game, and this feels more like authentically like a
Yeah.
realistic game, basically. So I like that. I really do like that
Well, you
part.
are nominated for zombies.
So what about you?
I
How
mean,
you feeling about it?
so
Yeah, I know.
that's one thing.
It's also interesting that it's The Walking Dead related, so that's
Absolutely.
interesting
I
too.
love that cosplay. I like to get scared, and I feel like these things popping up and stuff like that. I know that would scare the shit out of me, and I love to be scared or whatever.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I think the graphics on it looks amazing. It really just puts you in the feel. I haven't tried the VR out, even though Laura owns it, and reason why I haven't because with the social distance thing. And I think that's when you got it.
Yeah,
And so I don't know. I'm really excited to see that. So I wasn't into the VR, which I was telling Laura off when we were on break watching it, and I'm really excited to see about trying to get one. I don't know. I'm really I really want to see that. I'm very interested, and I think even with
interested.
the Iron Man thing you showed me, you said it hasn't came out yet. I'm interested in that too as well. So
Yeah,
I like a little escape or whatever. So and not having me having like
yeah, and I think
mm,
it looks like a lot of fun too. It does look. This looks fun. The Iron Man one looks fun. The Iron Man looks like it'd be fun for like if you're like, I just want to shoot at things. That's it. That's the game. That's all I want. I don't care about anything else. Just shooting.
okay.
And that's what I like about it. It looks like it's gonna be fun too.
I mean, how you feel about the Spider-Man thing coming out? It says Spider-Man 2 supposed to be coming out on the PlayStation 5.
Oh, I'm interested. Listen, when I like I told you, and we
Mm-hmm.
already reviewed it. I thoroughly loved everything that had to do with that Spider-Man game. I literally inhaled all of that game almost in if I could have played it in
You
one
would
sitting,
have,
I probably
because
would
you
have.
was telling me, "Oh, I don't want to finish." I was like,
I
"Oh,
probably would
girl,
have.
finish it."
Yes.
But that's the game.
I was like already
Because I
halfway
think
there.
and the funny thing is, when I had got Mario Odyssey, I was like killing it in that
Hmm.
game, and I had completed that game. I think it was
Oh
less than
yeah,
a
you
week.
were.
It was a week because I was still working, so it was either a week or two. I'm gonna give it two
Hmm.
weeks. Phenomenal. Like I love that.
It
I
was a
love that
gorgeous
game, and
game.
it was a very upset for Nintendo. I enjoyed it because I didn't really care for Mario Galaxy
Yeah.
that much or whatever case may. I'm really just not a space kind of person. I like to be on Earth. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I don't. So, if you're gonna do anything space related, make sure it's really, really good. Not saying that the game was that good, but it wasn't on that
Yeah.
level of making me not feel uncomfortable. I know that's weird, but come on, you'll know.
I get you.
So,
I get
when
you.
Mario Odyssey came out, yes, I hit the table. It was good. I
We
finished it just how you finished Spider Man. And so, you're gonna, like I say again, you're gonna have those games that you're gonna play all the way through, all the way through.
Yeah, I
Ain't
get
nothing
you.
stopping you. Like you're thinking about the game, you're at work, you're thinking about the game, you're at
Mm.
school, thinking about the game. You're like,
You wake
I'm
up,
gonna
you go to
finish the
sleep,
game.
you go to sleep, you play the game, you wake up, you play the game, you dream, like you said, dream about it, and then you come back and you're like, girl, I'm it's the game. It just is.
It just draws you in, and I wish there would. And like I said again, it's not saying that these other games aren't that good, but like I said, they're gonna have some ones, y'all. It's over with.
Right. Right.
You're gaming.
Oh girl, that's the thing. It's always gonna be that. There's always that. But I'm
Mm.
invested. I feel like I'm interested. I think that's going to be on my list. I have a couple VR games that I want to get. Like there's this one job simulator where you basically it's like basically simulating you working a certain job. Like
Mhm.
one is you being a cook at a restaurant and you have to go, okay, people want a smoothie. Whatever you have around you, put it in the the blender and make them a smoothie. It does not matter. So it's like it's very humdrum and very regular, but it's fun for some reason.
Mhm.
So it's like that, and then this one, the Walking Dead one, and then also like that Iron Man one. I'm very interested in this, like getting my VR collection up because I don't have that many games, and I don't really play it that actively, which I do need to fix that too. So
I'm
we'll
about
do
to
that.
say, girl.
No, it's because the thing is, it's like I can't play it in my room because my room isn't that big of a space. So I
Mhm.
have to play it in the living room,
Yeah.
and that's something I have to set up. So I'm gonna
So
have
you
to do
saying, hold
that.
on, wait. You're saying Disney Plus is not offering VR games?
No, 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 no. I said I need to I have to play it in the living room. I can't play it in my
Yeah,
room.
but I'm just saying. I'm saying to you, and what I'm asking is, they don't
No.
offer. No, they don't.
Oh, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, they don't offer for
No.
VR games.
They do occasionally. And at one point they really were fully doing that, but then they stopped. And I think it's because VR isn't as popular and it's not doing as well as they were hoping. It's
Hmm.
kind of like the cheaper VR game system you can get. This is the cheaper option besides getting a very, very cheap, not official VR thing. So this is like an official VR system, but it's the
Hmm.
cheapest system you can get of the VR ones, which is like you have this one, you have the one that Valve is doing, the HTC or whatever it's called, and then you have the one that's like from Microsoft, I want to say. So it's like three or four different VR systems that you can get that are like official, and this is the cheapest one. But it's
Hmm.
not doing that well because VR is not really as popular as a lot of people were hoping for, and I think it's because it doesn't feel as immersive right now. So it's one of those things where it's like maybe Nintendo needs to do it, and then we'll get a good one. You know what I mean?
I think Nintendo do have it. They have but they
They
have
don't.
the little, what's that thing called? I forgot what it was called. They have the box thing that you
Oh, that's
build.
kind of yeah.
So they
That is
actually
kind
do
of
have it.
yeah. That is kind of VR. That is in a way, yeah.
I would
Okay,
know.
girl,
I just can't get that box. I just
oh, it's too much money, and it's
I don't
cardboard.
I don't mind paying for it,
Girl, it's
but I
$70,
just I just
$80
don't
for
like the box
cardboard.
concept.
It's cardboard for $80.
Yeah,
That's the thing. That's what I'm feeling, and I'm just like, oh.
I do enjoy
And
the
plus, it's like
concept.
you're gonna be buying different ones. You have to pay. You're paying $70 each. So you have to do
Mhm.
one for the fishing, and then there's one for the robots, and there's one for this, and it's like $70 per box, and it's like I
But it's a
just get
cute
cheap.
concept. It's a
It
cute
is,
concept. But
and
if
it's
they
fun.
would have had like
Great concept.
hard, solid kind of,
Plastic or
yeah,
something
yeah,
that if it gets wet, you're not finished. You're not having to buy another one. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah.
then again, I don't know. I've never toyed around with it to see it maybe it's like a good thick plastic that doesn't that's water resistant or whatever. So we'll see.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah.
because I had
Mm,
the opportunity to buy it, but I was like, and it was like $70, and I didn't mind paying it because I'm saying when you get into gaming, you know,
yeah.
to me that was a steal, and
Yeah.
definitely for so much that came with it, or whatever. So I really wanted to get it, but I was like, who's gonna put this shit together? Now, when it comes to certain things, I'm not very good of a builder with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good buyer. How about that?
A wig.
So usually I'll have my sister usually builds things for me. Like anything I'll get, she'll build it or whatever case may be. But she's working a lot. Or I'll get my boyfriend to do it. They'll build because I really don't know. But I'm gonna try to check it out. If I see it again, if I can
Mm-hmm.
definitely get a discount on it. If I can get it for like $40, I'll try to go for it. I'm not gonna build. I'm not a great builder.
I am. You
Let
already
someone
know
build
I
some
am. You already
shit
know
up.
I do. You already know how I do. I love building. So I'll help you.
Oh, well, maybe I should bring it by you. Maybe
Yeah, I'll
we'll
help.
do a podcast on that.
We could actually. We probably could.
Maybe when someone gets their Switch around their birthday. I don't know. I don't know.
Wig.
I don't know.
Wig. Oh, did you see the thing I sent you?
What thing?
I just sent you the shoes, those slippers that I was telling you about earlier.
Oh, okay, okay.
Check it out.
Oh, but again, guys, I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, we're
The Walking
interested.
Dead.
It looks fun.
It's from my city, so if you guys are interested in New Orleans, and if you've never been, you need to go. We
Wig.
are the best. We're the South. I don't know about you,
Girl. Ain't
but we're
nobody asking all of that. Thank you very much. And also, we don't need to be telling people where you think I am from, girl. We are
I didn't
from
say
a
that. Did I say where you were
nondescript.
from? Did
Where
I say
see,
where you
here's
were
the thing.
from?
Did you
Did I say
trying?
where you
You're
was
trying
from?
it. That's the
I
problem,
I didn't say where you was from. Just know it's poor
girl. The
in
hate is
taste.
real. The
I didn't
hate
say
is
it was a
real.
poor state.
The hate
I
is
just
real.
said poor in taste.
The hate is real. The hate is real. I was just about to cough and I had to hold it in. I was like, mm.
Girl, wait, because it's truth. Just let it out,
Oh,
girl.
girl. Anyways, all right, you guys, we'll be right back. We're going to watch the next video, which is Fractured Minds. That's what you have set up, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's the next one. So we'll give that a look out and we'll talk to you guys in a second. We'll be
I'm
back.
proud. Yeah.
Sooners. Hey guys,
We're back.
again,
Yes.
officially.
Girl, we.
What do you think?
Girl, how can you not support that?
I know it's cute. It's actually I like the
I,
concept of it, and I think it's a cute concept of a game, and I like that it's supporting mental health and kind of giving you that vision of what a
mm,
person who deals with that kind of version of it is
mhm,
going through. So I'm interested. It reminds me of this other game, Sinua something. I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna send you a link so you can look at it. That's another game that deals with mental health and not anxiety per se, but it's like she hears voices in her head and it's all about the inward battles that she has as a character. So I'll send you the link to that one of these days when I get a chance to look it up and all that. And I think you might think that's cute too. So I'm interested. I would probably play this. I would probably play
Okay,
this
wait,
game.
hold on. I'm so sorry for cutting you. All these games are already available.
Yes. All of the
Okay,
games except the Walking Dead one. That one is not
okay.
yet available.
Because I didn't know you guys. I want to make sure that we're giving you information on
Yes.
games that are available or not available. So okay.
Yes, we want to make sure. But
Mhm.
yeah, so it's one of those where yeah, I'm interested. I'd probably play it. I'm not very good at playing a lot of games that have like um what is it? I feel like one of the things with that game, it doesn't have a lot of action. And I play those games that don't have a lot of actions occasionally,
Mhm.
and that's most of the time when it's like it has a great story to it. And I feel like this will have an interesting story, so I might play it. But I feel like I'm in a weird space of gaming where I want something with a lot of action and this right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll be one of those I'll download it to support and then also play it when I get a chance to get back in that mood of, you know, story based gaming basically.
Hmm.
What about you? How you feeling?
I like where she's going with it. To me, for as the gameplay that they were showing, I really don't know how it's. I have an idea how it's gonna go down. That we're just gonna be entering rooms and stuff like that. That's my take on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to see what they got going on. So I'm very interested to see how she's going to make this. Well, how it connects to mental health. So basically, I will feel like if I'm playing a game, I'm doing investigation.
Understanding.
I'm
Yeah.
doing an investigation.
Well, this is one of those things where she's kind of like all of what's happening in it is related to something that a person who has mental health issues would deal with in their mind. Like it's kind of like putting a visual aid to certain things, like the part where she where it kept saying wrong key, wrong key, wrong key, and it's like there's this stressor related to making sure you're not doing something wrong.
Okay.
So it's like that.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things. So it's kind of like
I
a
can
stressor about
prove
that.
them until I see it. So
Okay.
I'm very strong on things like that when when you know
Mm-hmm.
like when I found out what a game is about,
Mm-hmm.
beforehand or whatever, when they're saying that, oh, this is for this or whatever the case may be, I'm very of a person that I like to investigate things on my own.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna be always on edge to figure out if this all connects.
I can see that.
So that's just me. So if it wasn't her in the beginning saying that it was about mental health, I would have, went through it. But now I'm on alert.
And you get it.
And it's like
Yeah.
I want to make sure that this adds up and this is gonna all connect. Because if not, I'll be very irritated about it. So it's like I'm already on edge because with mental health is a very serious situation. I'm quite sure this person who created this game, this young lady,
Mm-hmm.
she does. I just want to make sure that it connects because it's kind of like something that me and you talked about before, which was um 13 Reason Why.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
just watching that you watched the show, if
I
I'm
know
not
I
mistaken,
haven't.
you heard about it.
I
Okay, and
remember when the book first came out and it was a big deal. And I
mhm,
remember being kind of interested in reading it. I was more so like, why don't you read it to my sister and see how she felt about it? And she
mhm,
read it, she didn't like it because it was more so like you're blaming everybody else for what you're dealing with. And
absolutely,
it's
and
like not
that
to
was
say
for
that you
me.
can't be upset with people for things that they've done to inflict you, but it's like you're placing the entire blame on everybody, basically,
Yeah,
and that's what it felt like.
are we not necessary? Not necessary. That's when the drink hit.
Yeah.
We're not really fulfilling. I
Girl.
can't get no words out today. Wait a minute, what's going on? We're not necessarily saying that people in this situation don't do things like that.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was a big thing. Because I remember watching it, and um, I was watching with my friend actually, and he was really into it, like really, really into it. And he was finishing, and I was just watching. I was like, so what does this have to do with anything about being suicidal when it's other people's problems? So it was the same issue that I was running into as the point of which your sister was running through as well. And I think it was a big thing. I remember we had a big discussion at work, and people was like, it was such a great thing. I was like, no, I said, I really don't think it really was. I said, what you're saying, you're blaming other people issues of what they're not doing or you feel that they should be doing. And you're taking it amongst yourself to say, oh, I need to feel bad about myself. I need to kill myself
Yeah,
to
and
make
you are
people
the
know like,
problem, and it's like that's a lot to put on other people in your
yeah,
life, like especially if it's like that's a lot to put on people.
absolutely. And then I remember them coming back because, like I said, it was a big thing. It was all into it. It was like, I think it was like 4 or 5 of my coworkers.
Hmm.
And I brought that up and I say, suicidal is a very strong thing. And I'm like, I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but for you to send out a message like that, that is very just, what's the word I want to get for it?
That's hard. That's hard to.
Very,
That's not good. That's not fair. That's not fair
yeah. That's not somewhere you wanna aim at. It's very immature. It's something that you, because like I said, it's a lot of things that's going on in this world, you guys. It's a lot. And if you wanna take whatever's going on around you, which is a lot going around you, and take that amongst yourself and say, "I should feel bad about this. I need to basically kill myself and make tapes to basically." I'm so sorry, you guys. We should have said spoiler alert,
Mm,
but it can. But for you to say and set tone with a situation like this and make this what it's going to be about, this is going to be about suicide. I just think that was just not the point that they needed to hit on.
right.
So I was very disappointed. I was very angry about it, and even it being very popular, because I feel like this is not always what suicide is mostly dealing with that person
Yeah. A lot of the
and what
times it's
happened
about
to
you
them.
personally, what you've experienced in the moment of being around these people and kind of like internalizing a lot of that. And, like it's like, it felt very, I don't know, it felt like a negative way to represent a person who is suicidal, where it's kind of like you're making them the bad guy in a situation that's not their fault.
Exactly. That's their life.
Yeah.
They can whenever they want to deal with things, and it was just all over the place.
Yeah.
You should tell someone you've been raped, or like the person, like, that's not for you.
Yeah.
That's not for you to you know.
It is. It isn't.
It was, I just did
Yeah.
not like it. I was so disappointed.
And it
I
makes you
was
feel
so angry
uncomfortable.
about it. Because, you gotta understand what you put out, a lot of people take to that.
Yes.
And the last thing you want to hear about, oh, this person killed themselves because someone
Because of
got
you.
raped and they didn't say nothing
Yeah.
in this situation.
And that's the thing. It just was one of those. So, yeah. But I don't feel like this game is going to be that. I feel like
Hmm.
she is a person who deals with mental illness. So there's more of a, I understand the truth depth of it, and not, I'm making this story about something I have no clue about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm here
absolutely.
for that. I think it's interesting, and I'm glad she was able to win an award. She won an award as a young
She
gamer,
did.
which
She
I'm very
did.
proud
She
of
did.
that. That's great, and I'm excited. I'm excited to try it out when I get the
I
chance.
am. I just, like I said again, I'm on edge and I'm definitely investigating
Weird,
the situation.
weird.
And once if I play it, I will do an update and review it, or whatever case may
Hmm.
be. Like I said, I'm very strong on making sure that with
It's an
situations,
honest
if
setup.
you call it something, I need to make sure this is that something,
Yeah,
because it's not saying her. I'm not saying
I
her.
know
I
what you mean.
believe family is just legit, because people nowadays just try to sell things.
Yes.
I make sure, and I feel like when it's strong as mental health, I take things like that very seriously.
Yeah.
Very.
Because I mean, listen, you could be having a situation like acrimony where he made it seem like she had a mental health issue, and it's like, that's not how that works. You just threw that in there, and
Hmm.
it feels lazy, basically. So it's one of those.
Absolutely.
But all right, you guys, we will be right back again. Now we're going to be looking at Payday 2, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which this is right now PlayStation is having a sale. And I'm showing him this to see how he feels about this game and see if he would be interested in this. And this would be one of those future co-op games we play together, possibly. So we'll see.
Hmm.
See how this goes.
Okay, I see you.
All right, you guys, we'll be back.
All right.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Ooh, that was loud. Hey guys. That's much better. That was too
We're
much.
back.
We are. So we
Hmm.
just saw Payday 2. How do you feel about it?
Actually, I think it was on the Switch. I think it came on the Switch, if I'm
It
not
did
mistaken.
actually.
Um, I don't know too much. I think the point is it's going to be a bank robbery situation. That's how. That's how.
Yeah, the pretty
That's how
much the basis of the game is that you and a friend, It's you. It's like you, another player, and three other players.
Mhm.
Two can be two. If you have four people that can play it together, great. If you just have two, then it'll be two humans and then two computer characters, basically. And so basically, the entire basis of the game is you're robbing banks, you're pulling off heists. So it's like you rob a bank, you do some other kind of like heist stuff like that, basically, where
Uh-huh.
you're stealing.
Okay.
Like you steal from a museum, you steal jewelry from a museum, or you do this. It's just like a bunch of different things that you do basically, and that's the entire basis of the game. And there's no like, oh, we're redeemable characters. It's just that. That's literally it.
Okay, unredeemable characters.
No,
You
you know how
got
like whenever they do like these games, and they're like, we're doing it because we need the money to save our son or to save children or to do this to do that. No, you're just robbing banks just to rob banks.
girl, I'm trying to get that new Wrangler. I don't know what
Wig,
I can care less.
wig. But what you think?
Uh,
What would you think? And that's like a co-op game. It's an online co-op game, so it'll be basically one of those. We're playing
really?
together. I'll be like, okay, you go and make sure that the crowd is not escaping, or we like kind of tell each other orders, and we tell the computer
Mhm.
people orders. So it's kind of like one of those where you're like, you have to work together to make sure that the robbery goes smoothly, because if it doesn't, it gets out of hand, as you saw with the cops coming in and the riot police and all that. So it's like one of those.
I don't think we should be making games like this. This shit will give a bitch ideas.
Wig,
You be like, girl, you got that gun? Yeah, girl.
wig,
I guess we need to go for it.
wig. What do you
I'm
think
just
about it for real though? Seriously, outside of that, what do you think?
like I said, again with these trailers, for me personally, if
Hmm.
I haven't seen a lot of the gameplay, I really don't know how the game is gonna operate because I've went through situations where I watch trailers on games and
Yeah,
then like when I start playing them, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like,
I've done
dude,
that too.
I cannot believe this is going on. So
Well, let me say this. The part where you're shooting, that's realistic. Like you're doing a
well,
lot of
I
stealth
figured
and
that. I figured
shooting. Like a lot of the game was realistic in the gameplay aspect.
that.
Like
Hmm.
you shoot the like when they hit the guard and knocked him over and the guy saw you and he's running, that was
Hmm.
realistic because it's like, okay, now you have a quick couple of seconds to decide what you're gonna do. Do you shoot this
Yeah.
guy or do you let him escape and let your teammates shoot him? Like what is the operation basically?
Well, I don't want too much blood on my hands, so I'll let somebody else shoot.
Girl wig. So yeah, it's one of those. Like that game came out on the PlayStation 3 and it actually was really popular. Like there was a lot of people who played it, but I think it was because it was one of those group work kind of games, and we didn't have a lot of co-op online games like that. That wasn't like Call of Duty type of games, if that makes sense. So it's like we were just scratching the surface of that. So now you have games like well, we're playing A Way Out and Man of Medan and all that. Like now you have that kind of game. But back then you didn't really have a lot of that. It was mostly like online like competitive shooters, like those kind of games, and then maybe just a slither of co-op, basically. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's one of those. But I'm excited. I think I'm probably end up getting that, but I'll probably get it down the line. I want to get the DLC that comes with all the different versions of the mask, because they have one that's like it's every different version of a mask that they have in the game, and then they have an interesting one called Goat Simulator, whereas basically you play as a goat. You play as a team of goats robbing a bank. So this
Hmm.
is very interesting to see how that works and all that. So that'd be fun for us. I think that might be a
A fun
future
fact.
game.
Oh Lord loves skins and masters and stuff like
I
anything that has different
love
skin, what you call
yes.
him, honey. He just call him a closet,
Yes, I would
but he's
absolutely
not in
do
the
it.
closet.
Like I'm playing right now, Apex Legends and all that, and I hate wearing the original skin that the character comes in. I got to change it some kind of way. If y'all want to give me something, please do. I love it. I do that. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite things. I like to change up how my character looks. It's not a. I know it's not going to be diverse, where it's like, ooh, my character is going to look completely different from everybody else. But it's like if it's like just, I just want that kind of change of character look. basically.
Style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's how I do on Splatoon. So I'll
yeah,
make
I
sure I
know. I've
change it
seen.
like that.
I saw your Splatoon's character. So it's
Hmm.
one of those. I like that. I kind of like putting my
He
own little
teased our skin, you
personality.
guys.
He is. We're so proud.
Absolutely, honey. He
Yes.
makes a mess when he's throw his paintbrush.
Wig.
Make sure. He be like boom.
And he has the rainbows on. There you go.
Wig. Okay, you guys, we got two more
Uh
trailers
huh.
to look. Is it two?
Two.
Okay. So I got the next
And
one.
then I'm gonna send you the last one in a second, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right, you guys, we're
All right.
going to get into Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, this is going to be free on PlayStation Plus. I mean, not PlayStation, girl. If that was free on PlayStation Plus, I would tell you to just go for it when it comes out. But no, this is going to be free on Xbox Game Pass, which they're doing really good in like
Mhm.
getting these big budget, big name games because Kingdom Hearts 3 is a part of that.
Girl, they trying to lock PlayStation. What you think they doing, girl?
Well,
Stop.
PlayStation has their own. It's a
I
PlayStation.
know the PlayStation. They're trying to launch that Xbox.
I
Girl,
know
you know
that
them. They know what.
PlayStation has their own version of this. It's called PlayStation Now, but I don't really have that. I prefer just buying my games or just playing it. I don't know. I think Xbox has this down better because its inclusion. It includes like Xbox Xbox Gold or Xbox Live, so it's like all the online stuff is together. And I think they do it a little bit
Uh-huh.
better than PlayStation. PlayStation, it's like you have to buy PlayStation Plus, and then you still have to buy PlayStation Now, and it's like I want that mashup, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's that. But you guys will be back with Red Dead Redemption 2. All right. All right, you guys, we're back.
We are.
So we just saw Red Dead Redemption
We
2.
did.
Now, this is one of those games that is like it is the top of the top of the top of the top. You know what I mean? Like it's like one of those games that if you are a gamer, if you've been in the gaming industry as a fan since like the early 2000s, like 20, 2010, 2013, whatever, I'm trying to remember the exact date, you know of Red Dead Redemption. And what this game is a cowboy simulator, essentially. It's about these outlaws that are trying to do things, just different things. Like it's like, do you want to be a good person? Do you want to be a bad person? Do you want to be an outlaw that's just killing just to kill, or do you want to be this? And it's like you rob banks, you help people, you wrangle horses, you go around getting animals for like their hide and for the food so you can nourish yourself. And you go to saloons to see the girls dance and to listen to the music and to drink. And you do shootouts, and it's basically like realistic cowboy simulator. That's what this game
I
is.
better hear about a gay cowboy, but you know.
Girl, well, same. But yeah, that's pretty much the game. So it's like, this is a really popular game, and I think I told you about this where I had this is one of those games that they had time crunch. You remember I told you about that term, right? Time crunch. I was telling you about that
Yeah.
whole concept and everything, the time crunch and everything. This is one of those
You
games
want to
that
explain to
they
everybody?
did time crunch. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll explain to them too. Okay.
Absolutely. We
Well, time crunch
educating.
is this thing.
We
Hmm?
educating.
Girl, anyways. Well, okay, so time crunch is this concept that you basically you've set a deadline for a thing to be released, and when you're getting kind of closest to the deadline and you feel like, oh, we're not going to make it, instead of pushing the deadline back, you work extra hard with everybody. So it's like you kind of do grueling hours of work. Like you work from sun up, sundown of doing the game. You don't take bathroom breaks, or you're allowed to take very few bathroom breaks. And lunch breaks, you're allowed to take very few lunch breaks. And it's just kind of like this very terrible practice that jobs have been doing, where they just decide we're going to work you like a slave. Essentially, that's pretty much what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the games that Time Crunch, they called out Time Crunch on it because it had got to a place where it was going towards the deadline, and they felt like they could not meet the deadline. So they started time crunching basically. So yeah, it's one of those. Which yeah, that does kind of suck the interest out of the game a little bit,
Yeah.
but
They eventually got it together, guys. They did have updates or whatever case may be.
mhm.
For us, what I'm seeing from the game personally, like I said, again, I don't know the gameplay on everything. Like I said,
Mhm.
I'm very interested in the story. I do care for cowboys stories or whatever case may be.
I mean, you've been to the greatest place ever, so you should care about cowboys.
Okay, I don't think I've been there really before. If you want to call this that. So
Okay,
I don't know,
sure.
I'm very interesting to see what's gonna go down or whatever. I'm optimistic. So,
Okay. But
cheers.
that's pretty much what's going on there. So yeah, it's one of those. I listened to this podcast, and the guy was talking about how one time he was playing the game, and he went to he shot at this cow, because he was
Mm,
like, yeah, my character said he needed the hide from the cow, and he needed the meat to, like, cook and all that. And so he said, yeah, I had shot at a cow, and I went up to grab it, and all I know is I'm just hearing it screaming as it's dying. And he was like, he was like, that threw me off. I could not finish the game after that. So I just need y'all to know that that's what's happening. And I was like, ugh. So I'm like, well, we'll see how that works. I think I'll get into it, but we'll see how it goes.
mhm.
But so that's Red Dead Redemption. You said, how do you feel about it? Because that's going to be one of the Xbox games for free, basically, for Xbox Game Pass.
That's a well. When?
That's this for this month. That's going to be this month game. They're adding it
Oh,
to Game Pass, but it came out 2018, and it was more. It's a PlayStation game. Like, it's really popular on PlayStation, but I wasn't like, I don't know. I was like, I'll think about getting it, but I feel like I didn't really see myself getting it. So I'm just gonna, get it one day. It's one of those. So now that it's free, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and try it out.
well, like I said, to me personally, I think I just want to see how it all plays. I want to look more into the gameplay. And you guys, with these games that we're talking about, I really want you guys to look at the gameplay because sometimes the trailer does not
Yeah, that's true.
um, give the gameplay of
Good
the game
accurate
justice.
portrayal. It doesn't. It
So
sometimes doesn't. Yeah.
So please look at it and definitely, do your research on these games because these a lot of these games are not cheap. They're very expensive.
Yeah,
And,
that's true.
we had buyer remorse on a lot of games.
Yeah, yeah. That's happened to me too. We've all had that happen as a gamer, where you're just like, the trailer just really, it hit.
Hype
It
it
just, it
up.
looks great. And then you
Y'all
play it and
know
you're like,
better. That's
oh,
like going to a movie. Now we all seen movies that we thought was gonna be good, and when we got there, we was like,
what was this?
what's going on?"
What was I advertised?
Like, I'm trying to think. Maybe we should name one. I'm trying to think what movie that I thought was
Oh
gonna be
no,
good,
we're not gonna do
but
that.
was horrible.
We're not gonna do that just yet. We'll probably do it another day, like a whole thing about things that a buyer's remorse. We went to see a movie, we played a video game, we listened to music, we watched
You
the
know what?
television.
That was a good
We're gonna do a
podcast.
podcast about that. Yeah.
Definitely. And I really want to dig deep in the ones that was really misleading.
Yes.
Because those, they have had some where I was like,
Yeah.
and okay,
Yeah.
right. It's like buying an album from an artist and their singles was fire. And when you listen to that album, it was
It was
crap.
yeah. You were like, I only like the singles. I felt like I wasted my time.
Yeah, exactly. I could just, pay for the little singles or whatever case may be.
Right, right, right.
But
But
it's whatever.
but you guys, we're going to see the last thing. I just sent it to you on your through your phone.
To my phone. Okay.
Yes, so get it set up when you get a chance because we are going to watch this last thing. Which, as soon as you see it, just let them know what it is.
Absolutely. Okay, it's gonna be Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. Woo!
Yes.
The
Which we
official
would definitely have a
announcement
whole
of
thing. We
Mortal
would have a
Kombat.
whole discussion about this. I know that's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, so by the way, I haven't seen it too. So I'm like fresh seeing it too with you. I haven't seen anything. So I'm everything you're seeing. We're both seeing this live.
hmm And I think that's one thing I really want to bring about these games. I love that, when you make a purchase, especially with fighting games and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
I love that they prolong it and make it more fresher during our time of you
Yes.
having it. It makes you feel very great of having the value of the
It also
game.
makes you want to
Definitely when you
keep going
play,
back to it.
huh?
It also keeps you going back to it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And just makes, like I say, it makes you feel like your purchase is just being so just upgraded, and it makes you feel like I made well on my purchase. Like it's still relevant right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that
Depending on the game. Let's say that. Depending on the game.
it doesn't.
That'll
But
be
when it
on our
comes to Mortal
disappointments.
Kombat,
That'll
it's
be on our
always
disappointments. That'll be on our disappointments, the other ones that have
oh
done
girl,
that.
please. Well, Street Fighters was now
That's what I'm
that
saying. The other ones that have done that, that'll be on our list.
oh girl wig. All right.
All right, you guys, we'll be back. Hey guys,
We are back.
we really are.
Mm-hmm.
And we just saw Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. Now, remember when we had the conversation about buying Mortal Kombat and we both said, no, let's wait on getting the DLC because they're going to bring some new things into this game. I just see it. Remember
Mm-hmm.
we said that?
We said it.
We fully said that. Fully
Mm-hmm.
knew it was happening. What happened?
They're bringing it.
They're doing
It's got I well actually I have Mortal Kombat on the Switch and the PlayStation due to you by the
Yeah.
PlayStation. I'm definitely about to put my Switch in and download because I think I have to download some stuff anyway from which
Yeah.
because this doesn't come out to May the what was it
26.
May the 26th. So oh yeah,
We
and it
got
got
20
Fuji.
days.
It has Fuji on there, you guys.
I
Fuji
was
is
excited for Shiva. I'm sorry. I was fully ready for Shiva. They already kind of like hinted that she was coming back because we saw her in like the story, the game story, the main story. So it's like she's coming back. Like y'all
Mhm.
wouldn't create a character mold for her for this game system, for this new generation of the game if she wasn't coming back. You know?
We deserve. We
Yes,
definitely
we
deserve.
do.
And we
We
deserve
absolutely do.
Fuji.
Oh,
Fuji.
I'm excited. I'm
I love
excited.
Fuji. I remember Fuji from which game he was on the first was it the first Mortal Kombat? No, I think it probably was the second one if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on this, guys. On YouTube, you guys can put in the description below to the
Yes.
comments and let me know. Sorry, description, the comments below, and let me know if I'm wrong or not. And I remember him. I always thought he was rating brother, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Raiden's
So I
brother?
rating brother, yeah. I thought that was his brother or whatever. But I always love Fuji. I don't know. I really am very interested to see how they're gonna incorporate him in this kind
He
of
first became
setup.
playable in Mortal Kombat 4.
On the PlayStation 1 because it was on PlayStation 1.
Let me look into that. But yeah, he first became playable in Mortal Kombat 4, which I think that was, let me see.
It had to be because we played that when we was in PlayStation 4. I mean PlayStation 1. I'm saying 4.
We
PlayStation 1. I know I'm not wrong, girl.
we
I'm
got
always
it.
right now.
But yeah, that's I'm interested. He was the main boss in one of the other games, but he became a full on character in MK4. Let me see if I can find it. Find which game that which system that was on. But yeah, I'm excited. It looks fun. I like the storyline. There's basically like we've done everything. We're done. Oh no, actually no, we're not done. We actually gotta, gotta do more stuff basically. So I like that. That's gonna be cute.
Let's go. I am kind of a little teased that we're not able to have any tournaments at this moment due to the
Yeah,
COVID
yeah.
19.
She everything. She's running all the fun.
So we love supporting Sonic Fox. We
We
are a fan of
are.
Sonic Fox. He is of the
Well, they,
LGBTQ plus community, and
they,
huh,
Sonic Fox. Yeah,
they.
you.
Oh,
Well, PlayStation One.
he's
That
going
was when
by
he
they.
first appeared. Fujin. He came into PlayStation One.
Yeah, I knew it was. I knew it had to been one. I knew it was PlayStation One because I remember playing that game because my cousin
Yeah,
had the game.
that's Fujin,
So
you guys. That was
definitely
fun.
that. So they. I'm
No,
so sorry.
you're
We're gonna make
girl.
sure we
You're
use
okay.
proper
You are
pronouns.
okay. It's
They
okay.
Sonic Fox. So we are really,
Yeah, I'm excited
really
for it.
excited for
I'm excited for the game
Sonic.
too. But I miss
So
the concept of when we had you know, the tournaments and all this and that. I miss that, and I feel like I know a lot of people miss these. It's a lot of things that we aren't getting right now because of this. So, but I'm excited. It's fully,
mhm.
this is the. I think what makes this successful, this one, and Injustice, which Injustice is already finished. They're not adding any more characters. I think they should add more people, but I don't think they will. But it would be nice. But I think what I like about this one and that one is
Mm,
like it feels fully realized. It feels like they understand that there's a story here and they understand what the fans really truly want more than what Marvel versus Capcom
mhm.
Infinite and Street Fighter and all these other ones have given us, where it's like it feels like this is a full on experience. Like Tekken, I think it's sad that Tekken isn't doing as well because Tekken also feels like a full on experience and it feels fun. So it's just that's sad that they're pushed to the side, basically. That's pushed to the
Yeah.
side, but I'm excited.
Me too. And I'm glad it's both on my Switch and on the PS4. So I'm really, really excited.
I'm excited for
But
Shiva.
yeah,
I don't know why. She's one of my faves. I think it's more so just
girl.
kind of like the concept of Shiva is interesting.
Mhm.
And she's like a easily recognizable character. Like you look at Shiva and you're like, that's Shiva. Or you look at Melina. You look at her, easy recognizable character. You look at Jade, you look at all these, especially now that they've kind of gone this route of instead of making Jade and Katana look the same, they're just two different colors. They're like, we're giving you kind of like a fully setup of the characters where they look
I-
different.
You're not trying to compare Jade and Katana.
No, I'm saying where they looked alike at first.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Girl, see how I know you weren't listening. Where they looked alike at first. It's kind of like with Sub Zero and Scorpion, where it's like they don't look that different. The only difference is
Of
they
course,
have
they
two
don't look
different
different.
colors.
They're brothers.
No, I'm saying this like they don't. The only difference was like originally when they first started making the game, they looked the same. They just had a different color scheme. That was it. And I feel like
And
what's
different
great,
power too,
yeah.
though.
But that's the thing. It's like those are the only two things that differentiate them. If you didn't
Mm-hmm.
see them move, if you didn't see their powers, they would just look like the same character. You just picked a different color of the same character. You know what I mean?
I knew they were different because,
Girl,
guys, me and
let
my
this
brother used to
inferior
play all
phone.
the time. We used to, of course, pick characters and stuff like that. And one thing, yellow is my favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
So, by that being said, is Scorpion was yellow, so I was down for it. And I think my brother's favorite color, if I'm not mistaken, was blue. I think it's blue.
Oh,
I think it's blue.
wig.
So, it was always that back and forth. It was all that back and forth. Just saying.
Girl, okay.
So I knew.
okay. Anyways, as I was saying, but yeah, it's one of those. I'm just excited. I'm really excited for the inclusion of new characters. I feel like this is not the end. They're going to do a part three. They're going to come back for it.
And they should. People want to feel well on their purchases. I think, we pay a lot of money for these games, you guys.
Yeah,
And definitely for me personally, because I bought this on the Switch and games like these. What? Wait a minute. It did went on sale with the Switch. Well,
it
I
did.
purchased
We both got
it.
it because it was on sale. That was the only reason we got them because they were on
I
sale.
purchased it the pre
Yeah,
order.
you did. You did. You actually did.
So you want to get your money's worth.
Yeah, you do.
Especially with these fighting games, because sometimes you don't get that much out of these fighting games all the times. Not all the times you get them. And when you do, and especially, well, a big game like this, they're going to make sure they put their effort in it. But a lot of games, they don't, fighting games wise. So, I don't know. I'm very excited to see. So, Mm.
All right.
So, is there anything else you want to add, love?
No, that was the last one. I was really excited to get into that one because I wanted to see how you felt.
Oh, I'm
And
excited.
yeah, me too.
Because I've been seeing like notifications for it all over the place and advertisement for it and all that. So it's been a lot of that. So yeah.
Also, it's not only going to be, they're not only introducing three characters, but they're also making a story. So it's not just a character setup, it's an expansion that comes with a story, basically.
I know I have to finish the story, by the way. I feel so bad. I have yet to finish that story
We,
because it was so good. I didn't want to end it. So I'm going to finish that actually tonight. So as soon as we finish with this podcast, I'm going to get on it and I'm going to finish it.
I just say it's so funny that you say that because I'm actually right now set up. Like I've set it up so that I can play it because I'm about to play it. That's how I'm into. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Girl, wig off my
And
phone.
they said pre-order you get a certain skin. I'm okay with not getting the skin. I want to buy it, but I don't want to pre-order it.
Girl, wig. Let me get the set minds up.
Wig.
Is there anything else you want to add,
No,
girl?
I think that was it. That was all. We were just, talked about our things. And this is, yeah. So it was fun to kind of do this little light episode. We know it's longer than we thought it was going to be.
Well, it was a lot of things we had to discuss
Yeah.
and we had to elaborate on because we don't want to leave you guys out in the cold. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think nowadays people always want to make statements a lot of days and it can be misconstrued or whatever the case may be. And I feel like in the end, I don't want to be that kind of person. I always like to elaborate on things because I really want to get my true meaning across to what I'm saying. Because, certain statements can be taken out of context. And I like to make sure I'm elaborating on things because, you guys, you know us, but you don't know us, but we want to make sure that we're clear
Yeah.
so you can really get to know us. So you're going to have to do some elaborating so people can get you.
Yeah, that's true. This was fun. It was good to kind of get that idea, this out of the way of like getting to kind of know what we're interested in, getting to know where we're going with this, and also just it was fun. I fully enjoy going the route of talking about these different things that we're interested in, and
Absolutely.
letting them know.
Mm-hmm.
So that was us, you guys. This was the TO show. Oh
Mm-hmm.
Lord,
Tato,
and we're just some tired heifers.
I'm saved now.
Well, okay, sure. But
All right, you
all
guys.
right, bye.
Bye.